Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry I was absent for a little bit. I was, in the midst of moving, like I mentioned, and just getting all things situated. So I'm hoping to get on a more regular schedule now. But I'm very excited for this week's video because I am going to do some book tapping, tracing, gripping on some hardcover books that I have next to me. All of these books are actually not mine. They are my boyfriend's books, so I have not read any of these. I probably will read some. I want to, get back into my reading grind. So, yeah. I'll read the backs. I'll do some tracing, like I said, some gripping, and just some overall tapping, and maybe do some rambling as well. So first thing I'm going to do is put some hand lotion on, because A, my hands are dry, and B, I think it will help with tapping. I don't know where you guys are right now, so I'm filming this on Sunday, January 25th. Is today the 25th? I think it's the 25th. But it's the weekend of the big snowstorm. So I hope you guys are all staying safe and warm if, you might be affected by the snowstorm. Otherwise, I hope you're all just, having a good Sunday. And yeah, you can just relax, focus if you're studying, or go to sleep, whatever you like to do when watching ASMR. So I hope you're all doing well. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I just have the stack next to me. I took them off of our bookshelf, so they're in no particular order. The first one is, and I think I have every book in this series, it is Rick Riordan's The Heroes of Olympus. So this one is book 3, The Mark of Athena. I love the covers on these books. They're just like so intriguing. So my boyfriend's actually reading this one right now. He loves like the Percy Jackson world and franchise and books. I read the original Percy Jackson books. I read 1 through 3. I think I read The Titan's Curse. And we do have all those, but they're paperback. I just brought some hardbacks with me, hardcovers. But we have kind of owl eyes here with some horses and mythology, Greek mythology. Rick Riordan. So it has the first two, the Lost Hero, and then the Son of Neptune on the back. And I won't lose his spot, but have you guys read these maybe when you were little, or just in general? I'm curious to know. I might have to read them. So that's the Mark of Athena, book 3 of the Heroes of Olympus series. Let's go to book 1, which is The Lost Hero. This cover's really cool as well. So this is the first book in that series, The Lost Hero, book 1. has the first 5 Percy Jackson books, reviews on the back. So let's read the synopsis of the book 1. Jason has a problem. He doesn't remember anything before waking up in a bus full of kids on a field trip. Apparently, he has a girlfriend named Piper, and his best friend is a guy named Leo. They're all students at the Wilderness School, a boarding school for bad kids, as Leo puts it. What did Jason do to end up here? And where is here exactly? Jason doesn't know anything, except that everything seems very wrong. Piper has a secret. Her father, a famous actor, has been missing for 3 days. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my place. Ever since she had the terrifying nightmare about his being in trouble, Piper doesn't understand her dream or why her boyfriend suddenly doesn't recognize her. When a freak storm hits during the school trip, unleashing strange creatures and whisking her, Jason, and Leo away to some place called Camp Half-Blood, she has a feeling she's going to find out whether she wants to or not. Leo has a way with tools. When he sees his cabin at Camp Half-Blood filled with power tools and machine parts, he feels right at home. But there's weird stuff, too, like the curse everyone keeps talking about, and some camper who's gone missing. Worst of all, his bugmates insist that each of them, including Leo, is related to a god. Does this have anything to do with Jason's amnesia, or the fact that Leo keeps seeing ghosts? Join new and old friends from Camp Half-Blood in this thrilling first book in the Heroes of Olympus series. Bestselling author Rick Riordan has pumped up the action, humor, suspense, and mystery in an epic adventure that will leave readers panting for the next installment. So that is The Lost Hero. And then moving on to book 2 is The Son of Neptune. These covers are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. It looks like he has a map of some sort from a gardening center in Wisconsin as a bookmark. Now, we already looked at book 3. This is book 4, The House of Hades. House of Hades. I love the colors on this, the deep oranges and reds, the purple. And this is book 4 of the Heroes of Olympus. House of Hades, book 4. Then lastly, we have the final book, book 5 of the Heroes of Olympus, and it is The Blood of Olympus. The Blood of Olympus. The Blood of Olympus. And it says exclusive exclusive Gods vs. Giants battle panorama inside. And I believe it is in the back here. So it says, most giants can only be killed by gods and demigods working together. And it has this super cool panorama. So that is book 5. Are you guys reading anything fun? Do you have any book suggestions, book recommendations? Definitely leave them in the comments below. So, I started a new book, completely unrelated to the fantasy Percy Jackson world, called Winging It With You. And I just started it, so. Okay, I have 3 more books. The next 2 are very popular at the moment. These are also books I've not read. One being Sarah J. Maas, Throne of Glass. I think these are older covers. I could be mistaken, but I think they are. I don't know. I might read this. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be something I would like. I don't know. I might give it a try, though. I honestly don't know a lot about these books. I know they're popular, but I don't know what they're about, if I'm being completely honest. And I kind of don't want to know if I'm going to read it. I want to be kind of just surprised. And then we have A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Roses. And this has like a deep red. And then lastly, in the hardcover books, this last book, solo book, and it is the Book Thief. The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I believe this is like a special edition cover. I'll read the synopsis of this. When death has a story to tell, you listen. It is 1939, Nazi Germany. The country is holding its breath. Death has never become busier and will become busier still. By her brother's graveside, Liesel Meminger finds her life changed when she picks up a single object, partially hidden in the snow. It is the grave digger's handbook. Left there by accident, it is her first act of book thievery. So begins a love affair with books and words as Liesel, with the help of her accordion-playing foster father, excuse me, learns to read. Soon she is stealing books from Nazi book burnings, the mayor's wife library, wherever there are books to be found. But these are dangerous times. When Liesel's foster family hides a Jewish man in their basement, Liesel's world is both opened up and closed down. In superbly crafted writing that burns with intensity, award-winning author Marcus Zuzak has given one of the most enduring stories of all time. This special anniversary includes a new introduction by the author, excerpts from the author's notebooks, handwritten notes from the manuscript, and the author's original sketches for the book's illustration. I definitely want to read this book. I've heard nothing but amazing things. And I know it was turned into a film as well. I have not seen the film, though. So, that's the last hardcover book. If you guys enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed the tapping and gripping sounds. And yeah, definitely let me know what you want to see in my next video. And I will see you guys then.